What it do, peeps? It's your boy Tony from Physique, back again with another video. And guys, today I'm going to show you guys what I eat on a typical day of cutting while using intermittent fasting. Let's do it. Alright guys, so I'm over here in my kitchen drinking some coffee, microwave coffee of course, and I just did my weigh-in. I do my weigh-ins in the kitchen. Well, I usually don't really do it in the kitchen all the time. I actually do it in the bathroom, but I do it here because the lighting is, well, it's just perfect over here. It has been about, how many days now has it been? So I started on Monday. I've been in a deficit for 4 days and I have lost about 1.4 pounds. So that's actually kind of fast, but this is to be expected because once you get into a deficit, the first week, that's when you're gonna lose the most amount of weight, and then it kind of slows down and tapers off, and then it kind of goes steady. So my goal is to lose about a pound a week. So I'm gonna see what my weight is next Monday. I'm gonna kind of like make sure that I'm not losing anything more than a pound a week from there on out. The reason why, because if you lose too fast, especially when you're lean, you are at greater risk of muscle loss. Because right now I'm about 10 to 11%, and the leaner you get, actually the slower you need to cut. But if you have a lot of fat to lose, then you can actually cut faster. But for me, I need to go about just 1 pound every single week. Guys, I really need this coffee because I've been working so hard lately, man. Like, I've gotten very little sleep. The past few days, I probably got like 3-4 hours of sleep every single day, but that's because I've just been so busy trying to build up this channel, trying to build up my business, and also still working with clients online and clients in person. Man, it's a lot, but it's all cool because this is actually something that I love to do, so I couldn't have it any better. But I do need to make sure I do get my sleep, because sleep is extremely important, especially when you're in a cut, because if you have bad sleep, it can actually affect your fat loss, and when you have horrible sleep, you actually lose more muscle mass. Sleep is extremely important and is the most underrated thing when it comes to fitness. So guys, really try and get your 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. Don't be like me, be better than me. Okay guys, so I'm doing my usual thing of checking my emails, and because a lot of you guys are now joining the Tao clan and my subscribers are actually starting to grow quite a bit right now, I'm starting to get a lot more comments on YouTube, so I have to read more of my YouTube comments. And yes guys, I do read all of your comments, every single one of them. And lately I see that a common question a lot of you guys ask is about meal timing and meal spacing. And this is one thing I want to cover, is that look, when it comes to intermittent fasting is a tool. You don't need to be super rigid about trying to hit a certain time every single time that you break your fast. Like, it really depends on your schedule. Like for me, I usually break my fast around 12 to 1, but sometimes I break it sooner and sometimes I break it later. It really just depends on the day. What intermittent fasting allows me to do is it allows me just to get all the food I need in a very short amount of time. So you don't need to really obsess about eating every 3 hours, eating every 2 hours, eating every 5 hours. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you get in all the food that you need to get in that single day. Like, there are actually some days that I'm working the entire day and I'm so busy that I'll actually only eat one meal. So I have to find a way how to cram those 2,100 calories in one entire meal. It really just depends on your day and on your schedule. Intermittent fasting is just a beautiful tool to allow you to be more flexible when you're eating. But I still care about you guys, so what I'm gonna do is I want to try and start time stamping all the times when I do eat, so that way you guys can actually get a gauge of, you know, what my schedule is and what times I do eat. So Ray Dominguez and also Chris Gainey, I hope that also answered you right there. Alright guys, so I am done answering all my emails, and now it is time for a scene change. Finally guys, I don't like to stay in the same place for very long amounts of time. I just like to move around. I don't know, my mind, I have like ADD or something. We are gonna go work out with my friend Cyrus. If you guys haven't met Cyrus, you're gonna meet him today, but he has been in a few of my older videos, and today we're gonna be doing a pull and leg workout. So we're gonna go meet him over at the gym and we're gonna get swole. Let's go.
it do?
What's up, buddy?
You made it.
Yes. Finally.
2 hours later.
Well, you trying to say I'm late?
Yeah, this time. This time you're the late one.
Yep, guys. So this time I was the one that was late. I was like about
an hour and a half.
An hour and a half late. I'm on that color people time, man. Hey, I'm African. Shoot, what can I do? It's my blood. I can't help myself.
Alright, that's better.
He's taking control of the vlog now.
Yeah, look at me in my coat. In LA, it's really cold. You gotta act like you're going to Alaska.
Look at this fool. It's freaking 85 degrees outside. He's wearing a freaking winter jacket like he's going to Alaska. Like, seriously. Anyways, guys, so like I said earlier, we're gonna be doing a pull and leg workout. I'm gonna drink this Monster. 0 calories, people, and today we're going to be doing a fasted workout. Now usually I don't do my workouts fasted, but today because of scheduling, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just do it today fasted, and I'm just going to have this Monster so you guys can give me the energy to kind of power through the workout. So guys, let's do it. So guys, that fasted workout was awesome. Like, one thing I love about doing fasted workouts is when I do them, I tend to feel a lot more focused, like laser sharp focus when I do fasted workouts. But the downside is you can't handle as much volume when you're fasted. So there's actually some studies that show that, you know, even though fasted workouts are good, in the long run they may not be the best to do it totally fasted. So if you like to do fasted workouts, it is actually best to have some BCAAs just before your workout to reduce the chances of you actually losing any muscle throughout the training session. So before I go train these clients, I'm about to have my first meal. So for my first meal, I'm gonna have, boom, Lenny's and Larry's protein cookie. Man, this shit is bomb. You can have some cookies and you have some protein. Well, actually, it's not really a lot of protein. It's kind of like an exaggeration on the label, but whatever. It's better than the regular chocolate chip cookie. I'm gonna put the macros of that right here. So this is a very like small meal, like a snack, but that's because I'm on the go and I don't really have time to go eat a big meal or cook anything right now because I need to go to work. I'm gonna eat this thing, and then after I'm done training my clients, I'm gonna go back home and then have meal, I guess, number 2, which is gonna be really good and satisfying, big, delicious. So I'll see you guys at meal number 2. Alright guys, so I am back at home and I'm ready to make meal number 1. So actually, sorry, meal number 2, I got it all mixed up. So for meal number 2, I plan on doing something different. This is actually the first time I've done this in a very long time. So the first meal I'm gonna have is I'm gonna make some protein, which is pretty much oatmeal with some protein powder in it. Now, before I go and show you guys this meal, there's just one thing I want to talk about. A real important point is when you're making oats or things with grains, you want to be very careful in how you actually measure what you're doing, because you might see on here that it says like half a cup. You want to measure out the oatmeal in grams, because this will give you the most accurate reading there is. Because if you use a cup, what can happen is you might be a little bit over and you tend to be eating more than you actually think you are. So always try and do things with the gram whenever you can. Anyways, let's get on and let's do meal number 2. Oh my god guys, it has been so long since I've had some protein, man. The way I did this, so I had like half a cup of oats, then I had 100 grams of strawberries, then I had 1 entire cup of almond milk, and then to sweeten it up, I used some stevia, not sugar, stevia, 0 calories. That way my carbs are not too high and my calories can still stay low. Then I also put in 1 scoop of protein powder. Also I put in 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So guys, ooh, I already had a little bit of this. Hold up, let me try another taste. Delicious. But this is not the only thing I'm gonna have for meal number 2. I also went to go to El Pollo Loco and I picked myself up some chicken.
Hi, can I just order?
Nah, no salsa. Alright. We got the chicken. So this is going to make this meal quite big. So I'm going to put the macros of this meal right here. So I'm going to have this protein, and I'm going to have the El Pollo Loco, and then I'm just probably going to relax because today is Friday, guys. I need to just chill out because I'm working hard. And then we'll go to meal number 3, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to have for then. So I'll scoop you guys up meal number 3. Alright guys, some time has passed and it's now 10:30, man. It is late. It's crazy. It's a Friday night. It's 10:30 and I'm over here making chicken for y'all. You guys can't say I don't love you guys, man, because I could be out partying or doing something. Anyway, so for this meal, what I'm gonna make is, you know what, man, let me just do some show and tell. Let me show you what I'm gonna make. Alright guys, so for the third and final meal, I made some, what do you call this? This is like some coconut sesame noodles. I don't really know what to call it, like just some kind of thing I just made up. So with this, I have a third of a cup of coconut milk, a tablespoon of sesame oil, 12 ounces of chicken, 3 ounces of white fiber spaghetti, and I put a bunch of veggies and other spices in there just to kind of spice it up. So guys, I'm gonna put the macro of this meal right here. And that is it, man. That is my day of eating for today. So far the diet is going pretty good. I do feel hungry here and there sometimes during the fast, but nothing too crazy, and honestly it's kind of smooth sailing so far. But then again, it is the first week and it's gonna get harder the deeper and deeper I get into the cut. So right now I'm just cruising and still losing weight, but I do know that the hard times are ahead of me. And don't worry guys, you're gonna see everything. You're gonna see what I need to do to get through those hard times as well. So guys, if you like this content, you know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button down below, man. Go ahead and smash it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And for all my fellas out there, never ever forget who we do it for, guys. The ladies. Peace. Oh, that was a weak snap.